Can you guess what I have in my hand?
Just sir, it a puzzle?
Yeah, it is a puzzle. Now I'm going to separate this piece out. This sheet, I will remove it. You can see it. That will exactly look like this. Okay.
Yes, sir.
It's a 3D print yesterday, and I had to just clean it up. Why 3D printer needs this sheet? Because even though I don't need this, it has printed. Why? Any idea? I needed this.
Sir, because it is easy for the movement.
No, what is it? No, not no. Anyway, I'm going to now remove this and throw it away. This is redundant piece for me. It's not of any use. But why does 3D printer needs to print this to print while I am doing this? But finally, I need this piece. This is what only I need. And who made these holes? Any idea? I did not make the holes.
So the 3D printer made a hose.
Yeah. Basically, 3D printer prints like this. Okay. When it is printing, it will print layer by layer like paper. Imagine you keep the paper in neatly. If you slice this, it will keep one layer above the other. Okay. But when it starts printing, if it directly starts printing this, then it won't hold in position. Okay. It needs some support, because in between it is going to leave some gap like this. Wherever holes is there, no, it won't drill any holes. It will not put any material. Okay. I am now just now printing one shape. Let me show you.
Sir, I had seen this puzzle in the video you had sent, sir.
Yeah. Now I just
That
wanted
you.
to know how this gets printed. So now I will show you the 3D printer actually printing it. You can see it, right?
So your video is
Yes,
off.
sir.
Now I have
See the other video. There is another video.
you have to print that video.
Yeah, sir, we can see it.
So now you can see it is printing layer by layer, very thin layer.
Yes.
So as you can see it, anyway, I will just mount it properly so that you see it actually.
So what is that like a rod, steel rod?
Actually,
Good morning, sir.
good morning.
Sir, what is it printing?
Yeah, I will show you full details. It is just printing a bottom stand. As you can see, it's a support.
Excuse me, sir, I have a doubt.
Sir,
Ah,
how does it know what to print?
okay, let me show you that interesting one. That's a good question. I will share a 3D design. Give me a second.
Sir, what is the cost of this?
We will come to the cost late, okay? First we learn.
Okay, sir.
Sir, where we can see it, sir, like how it will be manufactured or.
Yeah, I'm going to show you the design. What one of you asked the question, how does it know what to put? I'm going to show you that.
Yes.
You need to create a design. Okay, then the software will render it accordingly. Now let me share the screen.
So should we design a picture in laptop?
I'll show you all of them. Don't worry. Where is that? There. Oh. Printing is over, so I will show you the finished product. Now let me show you where did it go. So this is another design. Okay, I just wanted to show you how it looks. Okay,
Yes, sir.
this is the 3D model, which this is how it renders, and it will allow you to see all the from bottom how it looks, from top how it looks, and the entire thing you have to design.
So the printer has a chip inside it, and it has a program, and we have 0101. These are bits, and 0 means no current, 1 means we have to send current. So like we have to type the letter L. So it will be 11111.
Okay, Sumeru, once you design it, the software will actually take layer by layer as if it's set up. So layer, very thin layer, it will keep depositing. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, but you have to design this shape. This is a very interesting and creative design somebody has made on how
Sir,
to how to
where?
store how to store a your
Sir, we can make a design in Tinkercad also.
yeah, that's true.
Sir, where have we made this?
I did not make it. Somebody else has made it.
Yeah, sir. In which platform?
This is you can. There are a lot of 3D. This one is available. 3D renderers.
Yes.
Okay, just a second. I will show you the finished model of this one.
Okay, sir.
Let me. If you can see my face, you can see the what I have in hand. And let me stop presenting.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now you can see, right?
Looking like same what you showed in the 3D.
Yeah. It has used the same design, so it has printed the same.
Sir, can you share this design?
Yeah. The part is this is available on internet. I'm going to share this design.
Sir, what to type to show, to see this?
I'm going to send a link. You can see it.
Okay, sir.
Good part is people are like how we do Scratch, right? People do these design and share it. If you click this link, you can see it.
Okay, sir.
Let me share that again for the benefit of all of you. So when you click that link, this is what you will see. Cute, right?
Sir, how to convert the design to that 3D printer?
No, yeah, that probably in the next session we will have to do a detailed one, and it takes a lot of effort.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but anyway, we will start with simple square, cube, etc. Okay. Then they have given series like this.
Sir,
Okay.
what happens if we put the plug inside to the mobile? Like they have given a wire and it is connected to those ears, no, sir?
No, this is just a stand. This is just a piece of plastic.
Earphone fan, no, sir.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Earphone is,
to keep the earphone, it's the stand.
yes, it is just a stand.
I thought we can also hear if we with this.
Sir, I thought while you showed that figure, right, sir, of this in your hand. I thought, why is it with wire?
Fun, right?
Now I got to know why earphone was there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So now let's see. Here is the 3D model which I showed you. If you click the 3D here, then it will take you to the 3D. So I am using a software called 3D Slicer. Okay. So anyway, next week I will show you some open source softwares. Then it will allow you to see it from all directions and see if there is any issue. Then while doing this, you also need to give a lot of support. Okay. If you just print this, what will happen? This when it is hot, when it is just printing, it will be very, very soft. It is like a liquid only. Then it should not move, right? That's why first it will print a base, which you saw here. Okay, which you are seeing in my hand. This base is used as a protection. First it will print this, then by the time it prints the top layer, which you are seeing in my hand, it will get cold and hard. Then it can deposit. It is like building a foundation. In your house, you will start building your walls directly, right? First, you will lay the foundation. Same way, here also it will lay the foundation.
Sir, what is the material which is used to make it?
Sir, how much time did it take to do that, which is in your hand?
5.5 hours. This
My
it took
God.
5 hours for this, 5 hours for this. So totally 10 hours it took.
Oh my God.
Sir, there is that 3D pen also, no, sir?
Yeah, 3D pen, but it cannot print such a big one, and even it cannot finish will be different.
That correct puzzle will not come, sir.
Yeah. Now somebody asks what material it uses. Here is the
Yes, sir.
raw material it uses. This is the filament. So this will give you a white color. Material is the same. Okay. This is PET, polyurethane, translucent. Okay, this we have to feed it to the 3D printer, and it will keep pulling this, and it will melt this. This will be at around 600 degrees centigrade. Nozzle will heat this, and it will immediately melt, and it will keep depositing.
Then
So,
it will form a liquid form, sir.
yeah, it will become liquid. Then it is like jalebi only. It will keep doing this in this shape only. It will deposit.
Okay.
It is same as printing your regular laser printer. Laser printer prints 2 dimension on your paper. Here, it will, since it keeps depositing, it will keep coming layer by layer.
Okay, sir.
Yes, Samanvi, do you have any question?
Yes, sir. Sir, how was the picture you did, the 3D picture you did, and this printer, like 3D printer connected?
It can connect through internet. Basically, you can connect through your network because 3D printer also has a network card, or you can put it in a USB, and the 3D printer has a USB drive, and it will understand the file structure. It can read the USB.
Okay.
Sir, it is working by battery or electricity, sir, by plug.
Yeah, plug. It needs to 220 volts because it has to heat, no?
Okay, sir.
It has to heat, and there are multiple motors, what you can see, right? It has to move all 3 dimensions, left, right, and up and down. Okay?
Okay, sir.
So what are the advantages of 3D printing? Anybody?
Sir?
Why do we need, what is the advantage of 3D printer?
Sir, there is a one advantage.
Hmm?
When the toys are made up of China,
Hmm?
we can made in India toys, no sir.
No, it is not about India and China. If you know how to do it, we can also do it.
Yeah, sir.
Right.
But it needs lot of machines.
Now you have an idea, let's see, right?
Yeah, sir. We can like execute our idea using this, sir.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Yeah.
If we make a bowl shape, if we put water, it melts.
Yeah.
I thought we can make a bowl.
You can make any shape. As you can see in that link which I shared in the chat window,
Yes, sir.
I have made hundreds of things, very interesting shapes. Now see my mouse. Look at the shape of my mouse. Okay, all of you, I'm sure you have seen the mouse, right? How did
Yes,
someone make this mouse? It's a wireless mouse, but look at why this is shaped like this. This helps me hold like this. Look at, I can hold completely.
Okay, your thumb and the little finger to hold it.
But there are buttons here also, even for my thumb. You can see it, right? On the left side, for me, thumb also I can move. I can do left and right scroll. Then there are buttons here also. Okay, I can. So what will happen if you keep using your finger very often? Then usually this finger it will start paining, right? Because
Sir.
most of the time we will use this finger. Okay, but here I can configure any of these buttons for my clicking. Similarly, they have given a wheel here, jog wheel. Then there is a button here. So a lot of I can configure all of them. Why there is no red light at the bottom, Mr. Tanuj Keshav? Your mouse had a red light at the bottom. Why my mouse doesn't have a red light at the bottom?
Sir, it's not an optical mouse.
This is an optical mouse.
Sir, optical mouse doesn't have this red color, sir, light.
No, this also uses light.
Yes,
This
sir.
also uses laser, by the way.
Sir, but it is wireless.
No. I'm just answering Tanuj's thing. No, it is wireless. It uses.
It can't be wireless since I too have a wireless mouse and it has
Yeah,
the laser
basically,
light.
light. We don't need the infrared rays will have red. So this might not be using red light. It uses some other light. Okay, and also intensity of the light might be different. Might not be, human eye is not able to recognize. That's how I look at it. But it uses light, and in fact, this is much more accurate because there are two here, and it goes in both angles, and I can keep it on the bed and also I can use it. This works on the transparent glass also. Okay, so like that they have, anyway, the point I am showing you this, somebody thought of this shape. Okay, but before they do mass manufacturing, what is mass manufacturing?
Sir, I think they'll start directly manufacturing without thinking.
No. Mass manufacturing is manufacturing in thousands and millions because they want to sell, right?
Sir, they first sketch the material.
Yeah, once you sketch it and but you don't know how it will, whether it's convenient or not. You have to make a model, right? How can you make a model? Either you can make it from clay or wood, right? Or plastic. But then for making a mold in the plastic, you need a separate, like how you do sakrechu, right? Sugar cubes. You need another external mold. That means somebody has to make this external mold. So either then you will use file and use chipping method, because for casting you need a mold. Since you cannot do cast because this shape itself does not exist, then the 3D printer is the best and the cheap solution to make any shapes. Now look at this. This is not a geometric shape. This is shaped in different angle. Okay, then they will do 3D printer, 3D print. Like all this very, even though it's geometric, but to make it, for example, if I have to get this done, then I have to order it. They have to make a mold. They have to print it. It is time consuming. It takes minimum 2-3 weeks for me to get this if I outsource it to somebody. Or if I give it to a carpenter, even carpenter will take 1 or 2 days. Even then, the dimensions, finish will not be perfect. Right?
Yes.
It's a lot of effort. Whereas here, as you saw, whatever you design, it will print. And the accuracy is so high, right? Even this homemade, what we use even for our trials, it's fairly accurate. It goes into microns. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Huh?
Sir, you made that puzzle
Hmm.
where we put the magnet.
Hmm.
How the 3D printer make a hole?
No, it won't make a hole. What it does is, it will not deposit. It will leave this portion and print the rest. Both are same, right?
Yes, sir.
When you take a pen, keep writing. When you're writing left and right like this, let me just show you. So you see my page. Now the 3D printer is like this only. Instead of ink, it will print melt that plastic, and it will keep doing. It can go in any shape, any direction it can go, and it will keep doing this. Imagine you have to do a hole. If this is an imaginary hole, when it is going round and round, it will just leave and then start here. It comes here, leaves, and then starts here. Comes here, leaves, and just starts. Now suddenly automatically the hole gets generated, right? Smeru?
Yes, sir, I understood.
Okay, so like this, then when it goes layer up and up and up, then the hole will be left here.
Yes, sir. It
Interesting.
leaves that surface and goes up.
That's true. Or it will stop, means nozzle will stop depositing, it will just pass through without depositing.
Okay, sir, I understood.
Won't lift.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
sir, can we add color for it for?
Color, to add color, since it is not like a multiple nozzle, either your 3D printer should have multiple nozzles. Then it will keep feeding multiple wires in one go. Or you have to print one color, then replace the wire, then it will print another color. That's another way. Or
Okay,
because if multiple nozzle printers will cost, it's very expensive. So that's why what they do is they will finish one color, then load another color, then they will finish that one. Then accordingly, then your design also has to take care, right? If
yes.
it is very, very complicated shape, then you will not be able to make it.
Okay, sir. Sir, I have another question. That is it plastic?
Yes, it is plastic.
Okay.
Can it be metal? Apta, can it be metal?
Don't know.
No, sir. It takes so many time to melt and form the structure.
Yes, yes, you are right. But metal 3D printers are also available because this is for at home, right? I am doing at home, and this is only for my proof of concept. This is not a working prototype, not necessarily.
Okay.
Whereas in the factory, when you are making a new car, imagine you are making a new design, right? I'm sure all of you are Formula One. Some of you like Formula One racing. The Formula One cars, when they have to keep changing the design, then
Yes, sir, to make it more aerodynamic every time.
they will use
So that it's faster.
they use metal 3D printers, actually print working model, and they will use it in the car, and then they will test it.
Yes.
Either
But
they will
if it works, then they'll do mass production.
yeah, yes, you're right. Or they will use spray. They will use metal powder, and they will spray and make it deposit. So there are a lot of interesting things. You can also do Google and find out about how the various kinds of 3D printers. If any of you are interested on Springboard, Infosys Springboard, we have a lot of details about 3D printing. You can just search for 3D printing and so you can learn a lot about it. Our colleagues have done it, including metal 3D printing. You can learn. Okay, so that's about very interesting about 3D printing. Now,
Sir,
yeah,
sir, 3D pen also will work like this only, sir. Is
3D
3D
plan, yes, it is the cost-effective one, but there the problem is they use already pre-melted plastic. Then what happens is the the nozzle will be thicker. Then you can make only a rough shape. You cannot get smooth shape like this. Okay, it will be very.
it will be like
It will be like
noodle.
your noodle, or it will be like your sweater. You know woolen sweater, right? Which is done by knitting or crochet. So it will look like that. The surface will look like that. But it will come the shapes. It can print the design because it's a computer at the end. But the surface will be rough.
Okay,
So
sir.
anyway, you can do Google. They can give you how the 3D pen works, and it will be interesting. Now, okay, let me just show you. Before that, before anyway, we have just 20 more hours, 20 more minutes. I also had another topic on the agenda. Let me bring the agenda. Because yesterday, one of the student asked me this question. How about I want to go to IIT JEE? So before that, I just wanted to hear your views. Okay. Second item in the agenda was IIT JEE. How many of you wants to go to IITs? Can you raise your hands?